right, 3-0. Go. Close. Right. Just called points. 1 point white. 4-0. Sparring stance. Go. Right. Just called points. 1 point white. 5-0. We gotta wait till you hear us say the point. I know you saw it. You gotta wait till you hear us say it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Cool. All right. Sparring stance. Go. Right. Just called points. 1 point white. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. Don't. I know you see it. You want to throw it over. Wait on us. You got it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sparring stance. All right, time. So, as a timekeeper, you got to pay attention. Sometimes the points are super obvious. Sometimes you guys got the certified instructors or your timekeeper. They know what a point looks like. They see it. They've seen thousands of points. Don't flip it over until your judge flips it over or tells you 1 point white or 1 point red or whatever it is, because all 3 judges may not agree. Remember, you have to have 2 of the 3 that saw the same point, so it may not even be a point. So don't flip it until you hear 1 point red or 1 point white or whatever it is. Don't flip it until they give you that say so. Also for center judges, you notice I'm saying the score after every point. That's going to be a reminder for everybody around the ring, a reminder for myself, a reminder for the other judges, and the timekeeper, and it doesn't take long. So I can't take my time and do it, but I need to say that all the time fast. Fast, and efficient. Judges ready?
Yes, sir.
Timekeeper, scorekeeper ready. All right, good. Just call points. 1 point white. 1 point white. Kick to the body over here. Sparring stance. 1-0. Go. Right. Judges call points. Good. Right. Judges call points. Make sure you throw it when we throw ours. This is our 1 point red. It makes it 1-1. Good. Right. Judges call points. 1 point white, got a leg check over here, 2-1. Good. And break. All right, so a couple quick things. So obviously we're doing some fun stuff for you guys. I got to pay attention to what's going on. We had one judge that was always throwing his flag late. I would rather you not throw your flag if it's that, you missed it, you missed that point. Now also, don't throw a flag just because you think the other 2 judges are going to throw the flag. If you didn't see the point, you don't call the point. If I see it, I call it. If I see it, I call it every single time. So don't wait, don't be late. Also don't copy the other person just because you feel like they're going to call the points. It's okay to not see a point. You can't see everything, it's okay. That's why we have 3 judges that are constantly kind of moving around and monitoring the sparring situation. Also, if you're the center judge, I need you to be a little louder, a little more excited, a little less monotone, and you don't need to explain anything. I just need to say, point, 1 point here, 1 point red, and move on. I don't need to explain it was a round kick, or a leg check, or a spin heel kick to the head. Most of the people that know the techniques, they know what the score was by. If they don't know what the techniques are, they have no idea what scored anyway, so there's really no point trying to explain that. It's just going to take up time, and there's only 2 minutes for those guys and girls to get their 7 points. So, efficient. Don't worry about giving all the details. Who got the point? Did their scorekeeper do it correctly? And move on. All right, sparring stance. Good. Break. Judges call points. Oh, judges call strikes. Not enough. Sparring stance. Good. Break. Judges call points. Judges call strikes. Not enough. Sparring stance. Good. Break. Judges call points. Judges call strikes. Still not enough. Sparring stance. Good. Break. Judges call points. Judges call strikes. Still not enough. Sparring stance. Good. Break. Judges call points. Strikes. Not enough. And time. So, as the center judge, I can't just get, call happy and start, calling points for people that actually didn't get a point, or if it's like,
this far away from their head, I can't call that 2 points. And you also don't want to be the judge that just stands here and doesn't move and just looks bored out of their mind. So you don't want to be that person. And you also don't want to be the judge that moves around everywhere. You want to stay in your area, but don't, stay stationary the entire time. All right, sparring stance. Good. Break. Just go points. 2 points wide. Sparring stance. Good. Break. Just go points. 2 points wide again. And time. So we saw a couple different things that time. So we saw her do a couple of kicks kind of high towards the head. Just because it was a high kick doesn't mean it's a 2-point head kick. It's got to make contact. It's got to be foot pad to helmet. Also, we saw one judge that was just barely lifting up their flag, barely calling the points, or you can barely see their fingers. You got to make sure that you, with authority, you lift up the right flag and you call the points. You also don't want to be the person that over exaggerates a little bit, doing spins and stuff like that. We still got to remain professional.
All right, just ready?
Yes, sir.
Just be ready. Sparring stance and go.
Break.
Just call points. Strikes. Strikes on red. Give white 1 point. Sparring stance and go. Just call points. 1 point red. Just call strikes. Not enough. Go.
Break.
Just call points. 1 point red. Strikes. Not enough. Go.
Break.
Just call points. Strikes. Not enough. Go.
Break.
Just call points. Strikes. Not enough. Go.
Break.
Just call points. 1 point red, 3-0. Sparring stance and go. Break. Cool. All right. So, as y'all may have saw, I was not really being the best judge I could be. I had 2 awesome corner judges, but for me, I was like acting like I didn't even see any of the points. As a judge, you got to make sure you know what is a point, what is a strike, and all of the rules that go along with that. So if you see a point, you've got to be able to call it just like they did.
Judges ready?
Yes, sir.
Timekeeper ready? All right, good.
Break.
Judges call points. Strikes. All right, 1 point white. Make sure you're throwing those front leg kicks. All right, sparring stance. Good.
Break.
Judges call points. Strikes. All right, 1 point white. You gotta use that front leg. Stop using that back leg. All right, sparring stance. Good. Break. Judges call points. 1 point white. Strikes. Not enough. So make sure you're using your front leg. Alright, so as you can see, she was using her back leg a lot and I was coaching her. That's something that as a judge you shouldn't do at all. Coaching is just like, it's a competition. You should know what to do by now, so don't coach at all.
Alright, judges ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Timekeeper, scorekeeper ready. Alright, go! Ray! Stop time! Are you okay? Oh my gosh, do you need to go to the hospital?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, okay, well, we gotta keep going, but, alright, don't do that again, okay? That was too hard. Alright, judge ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, go! Ray! Alright, center up. Are you okay?
No.
Oh, do you need me to like give you a band-aid?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Alright, judges, get ready.
Yes, ma'am.
Go! Ray!
Next tip, so as the center judge, I have to be able to look at the situation and determine is it really like a safety issue? Is it an injury, or the kid just kind of got hit? Because some of the kids are going to overreact to everything. Usually it's going to be the same kid that does it multiple times. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But if you have that kid, you got to be able to just get them back going. They only have 2 minutes. They don't get unlimited time salvages. Now, if it's an injury, that's a little bit different. But like, it's not. Don't overreact every single time somebody gets touched. It's a martial arts event. They're going to get hit. They're going to get kicked. And if you make it all the way to the finale without getting kicked, amazing. Congratulations. But the majority of people don't make it there without getting hit. You're going to get hit. It's a martial arts, a contact sport.
Sparring stance. Good. Break. 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 I said break. You can't kick after I say break. All 3 judges said break. That's how people get hurt. And you can't just look away whenever we say break. You got to make sure your eyes are on them after that. All right, so you can't be the judge that, chooses out the competitors. The competitors are here, they travel from far away, they're not trying to have a bad experience at the tournament. Your job as a judge is to make sure they have a good experience. Not everybody gets a medal, but they should still leave, not upset because of the way you treated them.
Time.
Just called time over here, and point strikes, nothing. Cool. All right, time is up. That makes you 5-4. That makes you our winner. Nice job, Dan. You saw it there. Remember your name. A couple small things. After you're the timekeeper, you got a pretty easy job, but you got to, if time runs out, man, you got to yell. You got to launch your towel. You can try to hit the center judge. They're not going to get mad at you, but also yell really, really loud. Everybody around the ring needs to understand that the time is up and then the match stopped. Like if you barely say it, nobody has any idea what's going on. Also, somebody could get kicked late or hurt. Also, don't stop time unless the center judge tells you to stop time. Every time you see a score or a point, nothing happens with the time. It just keeps going. You have 2 minutes total unless there's like an injury or something else. If the center judge doesn't say stop time, it just keeps going. Once it's up, you yell time, launch that thing, and get out of there.
Okay, here's a general tip. If you're a judge in sparring, you need to be moving. If you're not moving, you're gonna make this mistake. 2 people are gonna get behind each other and you're only gonna see one person, and then you can't see who's scoring. So you need to be in between people at all times.
As a scorekeeper, one thing you do want to do is right after they tell you your name, you write it down. You're going to just go ahead and flip them right back to 0 and 0. Don't wait until this round is about to start to flip it back to 0 and 0. Just go ahead and do it right after you write down their name.
A couple small tips for the judge. I want to be fun. I want to be interactive. I don't want to be like boring and quiet. I want to be excited, loud, kind of go from there. Next tip for you guys. Be available. Know what ring you're supposed to be in. Be in that ring when you're supposed to be in there. I know a lot of times you may get shifted around and have to go judge somewhere else, but always at the time the competition starts, you have to be in your ring, you have to be available, or you have to at least let your center judge know where you're going to be, because they need to know where you're at, because there's a lot of stuff going on and we need all the judges. That way we can get the competition started on time and run smoothly. Tips. So we didn't demonstrate this one, but don't like try to teach people during the sparring match. I've seen that as well. This is a tournament, it's a competition. I can't teach them during the form section. I can't teach them during the sparring section. I could tell them, hey, you're getting strikes or you're kicking below the belt. I have to call strikes. We have to say what the strikes are for. But I can't be like, look, man, you're kicking with the back leg. You need to kick with your front leg. I've seen that as well. You can't do that. This is not a coaching opportunity. This is not a teaching opportunity. I know it's tough because you guys are all teachers. You're instructors. You love teaching. I love teaching as well. But you got to understand, this is a competition. This is not a teaching moment. Now, afterwards, it's a great teachable moment. After the competition, you got somebody that didn't do so good, but really great potential. I may give them a tip, what could take them to the next level next time, but I have to do that after the competition. I can't do it while the competition's going on. It's not fair for anybody. And imagine like if you gave that kid a tip and then he wins the next round based on your tip. How does that look to everybody else? I just can't do it during competition. Another tip, so like during the downtime when your judges and scorekeepers are getting the medals ready, like writing down everybody's last name and their city and their state, all that cool information that the judge is going to call them out for when they get the medals, this would be a good time to talk to your kids, talk to your students and give them some kind of tips, like overall tips, like what you saw for sparring, what you saw in forms, what stood out to you, what could take them to the next level. Invite them to the next tournament. Tell them where the next tournament is going to be. You usually always know where the next big tournament is going to be. Let them know. Just plant the seed early. I haven't missed one in, I don't know, 15, 18 years. They're definitely a lot of fun. Plant the seed. The people that compete, stick around. The people that compete, stick around, period. That's just it. Also, before forms competition starts, double check your brackets. Double check it, triple check it. Do you have 9 people on your list? Do you have 9 competitors sitting out there? If you have 10 and 9, you gotta figure it out. Do not start until that is figured out. Same thing for sparring. Now also the next thing, so they want you to do the buy system and then split teams from the same school. So if I have 2 competitors from my same academy or from a same school, we're gonna split them where they're not in the same round 1 together. Now, if they both keep winning, they're going to eventually go against each other. But do not put people from the same academies in round 1 together. They don't need to travel 5, 6, 7 hours to compete against their buddy that they compete in all the time at their school.